coach of the original Dream Team in '92. Dennis Rodman's coach when they won 2 titles, the Bad Boys team in Detroit.
Bob, a couple keys, I think, as we start this game. First of all, Orlando 12-1 at home. One of the reasons is because of their defense.
Bound, Knight saved it. Harper at age 37 doing a great job at the point. Here's Shaq. Deals it back out to Rice. Shaq working on Austin, harping with the double team, and Shaq scores.
You can hear the boos in the background, Bob, but when you go down to double team him, Harping has got to get his body in there, not let him split him. He was able to step right through the double team.
Hardaway penetrating, then dealing outside for the jumper by Austin. You know, Chuck Daly says, yes, he gives us more of a post presence. Harping's on Rice, 4 seconds to shoot. Bryant gets it away before the buzzer and hits.
You can see the Magic's game plan right now. They're having Horace Grant double team as soon as that ball goes into the post. So the Lakers, if they'll move the ball, will get some open shots.
Austin up top to Grant. Out of the corner, Anderson. He hits the 3. He's their leader in that department in last year. Anderson again. This one doesn't draw iron. Bryant got back ahead of the field, and Harper found it.
Well, long shots are long rebounds, and you've got to get back. Normally, you see the Magic much better with their transition defense.
Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, and the Nets, Jason Williams. Rice banks it home.
He is such a smooth player. What a great shooting stroke. When he puts the ball on the floor and gets in there and has that medium range game, it takes a lot of pressure off him just shooting threes.
Harpering, quick jumper off the catch and shoot, and he brings the Magic to within 1. Harpering's a kid who was once told he wasn't good enough. Nick Anderson. It spills off. Harpering's follows no good. Second try also won't drop. Now Grant. Shaq muscling up. It drops and he'll come to the line. Now he leads for years and years here in Orlando. Penny and Shaq. Here is Shaq. Juggles, recovers, muscles up, and will come to the free throw line.
If the Lakers have a problem, it has been their rebounding.
Built that arena, and of Orlando, I built that city. Although the Disney family might beg to differ. Harper from Rice. Now Shaq draws a crowd, tries to pass out of the double, and they lose it. Michael Doliak just out onto the floor, replacing Ike Austin, who sits with 2 fouls, recovered the loose ball. Doliak, the rookie out of Utah. Horace Grant connects off the baseline.
See, that's Horace game right there, that 15-foot spot-up jump shot. That's when he was with the Chicago Bulls, what he gave them as a big guy.
The 3 as Grant makes them both. Anderson on Bryant. The floater won't go. Shaq follows and scores.
You know how strong that man is. With his forearm, he just took and put it in Doliak's back, and he buckled, and he just laid the ball in the basket. That was just a powerful move by Shaquille.
And Doliak, too. This isn't a twig now. Nice pass from Hardaway to Doliak. And Penny rebounds. Didn't work the first time, but it does the second. Assist Hardaway, basket Doliak.
See, they invert their offense, Bob. They bring their big guys out. They post their guards. It causes a real problem defensively for big people. They don't like to guard on the perimeter.
Shaq with a fadeaway. Well, if you can make him take that shot, you're satisfied. That time he hit it.
Absolutely. You're out of the paint. You're not laying the ball in the basket. You're forcing him to make a move and make a shot.
Doliak's open. Harper back the other way. And hits on the drive against the defensive Anderson.
Bob, now watch this offensive rebound here. Now watch his right arm here as he takes this, and watch this, just a little nudge. And Doliak said, what hit me anyway, as he lays the ball in the basket. And here he's out of the lane. Nice job. You pushed him off the post, and he spins and he shoots that little fading jump shot.
Meanwhile, Doliak is upset to this point in the season.
He has so much energy, he makes coffee nervous, Bob.
Anderson with a miss. Bryant trying to get back ahead of the pack, but Grant broke it up. Now Kobe spinning. And an offensive foul as he runs into Armstrong. Armstrong, despite the fact that he's just 6'1" and might weigh around 175 pounds, has taken half of all the charges that the Magic have taken as a team this year.
He is always going to be around the ball. He's one of those guys, if you turn and spin, he's running in behind you.
Now he penetrates, deals to Doliak, and this time, Doliak finds the bottom of the net.
See, you got to contain Armstrong, because the minute he gets in the lane, Shaq steps up. Doliak is shooting wide open 15-foot shots. He's got to keep shooting it.
Rice, you don't have to tell him to shoot. Grant rebounds his miss. Armstrong pushes it up the floor. Anderson open for three. A whistle off the rebound battle, and it's on the Lakers. It's number 2 on Travis Knight. And now Dennis Rodman makes his first appearance, replacing Knight. They were 9-0 with him before he departed for 4 games. Without diminishing his importance, he was very important to them, but 3 of those 9 wins were against the Clippers, and 6 of the 9 games were at home.
And according to Rodman, the Lakers must find his money situation very sympathetic, because according to Rodman before the game, he said the Lakers only fined him $300 for his entire absence. Bob?
Boy, that ought to teach him a lesson. Lakers climb to within 1 at 19-18. Shaq in double figures with 10 after hitting on the hook.
Okay, this is the Air Mike and Air IFC.
Here's Armstrong.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Of all non-starters in the NBA, Darrell Armstrong leads in points, assists, and steals.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Interrupt the spine.
Rodman.
In the backup.
The rare basket for Dennis.
Well, that's something you don't want to do, is give Rodman a layup. The rotations on the backside of the defense, they're very poor by the Magic.
That's their second.
Now, Horace Grant is the live man defensively, so he's going down to double team, and you can see nobody back there to pick up Dennis Rodman. That's where your backside has got to be able to be rotating. Either a guard or somebody has to get back there and play and sort of zone up that backside you can do out of a double team.
Darrell Armstrong converts the technical. You know, you just look down this Magic roster. They sound like they should be tough when you don't mess with them. Penny.
That's something Finney's really struggled with this year. He's been very inconsistent with his shooting, and Bob, I think a lot of it is he's still not back 100% with his leg, and he missed a lot last year, and with the lockout, still a little rusty.
Doliak trying to contend with Shaq. Jumper over it. A dozen for Shaq, quieting the hostile crowd, at least for the moment. Grant driving, left hand. Rice the rebound. Shaq got back. How about that for running the floor for a big man?
Well, there's no question that Shaquille O'Neal has got the whole package, Bob. And when he wants to, he's as fast as any big man in the league. And you see him changing into the floor, and right now he's been the one weapon that has kept the Lakers in this game right now.
Armstrong on the drive. Scoops it up and in. Magic back in front by 2. A lot more, but the game's a blowout. Bryant, tough fadeaway. Off the back iron, Doliak saves it into Armstrong. 7 seconds to get off a shot. Here's Penny. Deals it back to Armstrong for 3. Wow, what a conclusion to the first quarter for the Magic. 1.1 on the clock. Fisher has to heave it at the buzzer. This building didn't need energizing, but Darrell Armstrong has come in and ratcheted it up just a little bit more. In 4 minutes, he shot 3 for 3 and scored 8 points. So despite Shaq's first quarter output, his team trails by 5. Now as the second quarter begins, Shaq is on the bench for a brief breather. Bryant is the only starter out there. Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Dennis Rodman, Sean Rooks on the floor with Kobe as the second period begins. Doliak from Armstrong. Now he's beginning to find his touch.
How about the rookie, though? He misses really 3 of his first 5 shots, but he doesn't stop shooting. He keeps shooting the ball. The team believes in him. They want him to take that shot in his game.
Armstrong to Doliak again. This one's long. Strong with the strong rebound, and now Doliak.
Second shots kill you in this game. They just break down your defense.
A 10-point Orlando lead. Kobe traveled. Nick Anderson is checked back in for the Magic. Things going their way right now.
We see already turnovers are a problem. That's 5 turnovers for the Lakers, only 1 for the Magic.
Mike Austin. Operating on Rooks. When he saw Shaq wasn't in the lineup, his eyes got wider.
But see, that's a good call. What Chuck Daly's done early in the game, he says, I'm going to play Austin against Rooks, let him post, and I'll play Doliak against Shaq and let him shoot the ball. That's an excellent move.
You know this as Fisher deals out to Fox, who hits the 2-point basket. Among his many attributes, Chuck Daly is known as a great in-game strategist.
A 13-3 run, and Penny Hardaway and Nick Anderson are a combined 2 for 9. So their bench keeping them afloat right now, Bob.
Here's the lob from Penny from Austin. Nice assist from the center to Penny.
As a coach, you draw that up out of a timeout. You see the overplay, you come out. Great execution again by the Magic.
Fox, catch and shoot, an unintentional bank.
Boy, he's really been streaky with his shooting this year. He's had one stretch where he was 14 of 26 from the three-point line. He's had 2 different stretches where he's been 1 for 33 as a rest. So that's a good call based upon post-defense and the reaction to it.
Hardaway, Austin gets it back and slams it home.
Hey, the Laker defense right now is embarrassing. It's so porous. The Magic are doing whatever they want to do out on the floor.
The foul on Austin was his 3rd. He has to go out again. Doliak back in. This is Ruben Patterson on the floor for the first time for the Lakers. Rookie out of Cincinnati. Wild shot. Rodman retrieves it and cleans up the mess. If Ruben Patterson is looking to get
defense against Penny Hardaway, that's how he's going to get his minutes.
Armstrong shoots an air ball. Rodman goes flying into the photographers, bumping with Doliak. No foul is called. Touch last by the Lakers. Magic ball with 9 seconds to shoot. Strong. Patterson trying to save it. Anderson steals it. Contact, but they let it go. Here's Patterson. Again stampeding into the lane for a wild shot. Ahead of the field, Hardaway. His first slam in the last 90 seconds.
Nobody protects the backcourt. Somebody goes to the basket. You can't let the guy get behind you.
Fisher spinning, looking for a timeout, and finally they take it. It's the Magic by a dozen.
Out of a timeout, they draw a play. Roy gets a jump shot here on the baseline first. There's the lock and lob for the dunk. Followed up by another give and go and a layup and a dunk. And then the defense doesn't react. He gets behind it, behind Rick Fox. So he's got 4 field goals in the game and only 1 jump shot.
Shaq, Rodman, Harper, a bomb of a 3 because the shot clock was about to sound and it's way off. They've got Rodman, Shaq, Patterson, Fox, and Harper. Strong with another offensive rebound, and the dish to Doliak.
Derek Strong is manhandling Dennis Rodman, so Dennis Rodman is here right now in body, but not in spirit. I've seen him give up more offensive rebounds today than in a long time in any game he's played.
Shaq, double team, 6 on the shot clock. Shaq into the lane for the hook. And the tip is there for Patterson.
See, Ruben Patterson is an energy player. He's a defender. He's a guy that goes to the board, gets out on the break. Doliak in the game. Shaq's got to show. Armstrong's got to do a better job of setting him up to make Shaq show, and then he'll get the jump shot right there at the top.
There it is. You called it. Doliak hit it.
The elan with which he plays the game. You see, that time Derek Strong gets inside him, just muscles it, hands the ball off to Doliak now for the layup. You know, Dennis Rodman, if he's going to be a part of this team, has got to be in it emotionally. That's the way he has to play.
He sits down. Kobe. Hardaway reaching in for the steal and then saves it along the sideline.
You know, we have not said hardly anything at all today about Kobe Bryant and Glenn Rice. These are two all-star caliber players. It's been sort of a Shaq show and everybody else watching today. That's going to get them in trouble at the end.
The Lakers have 7 turnovers to Orlando's 2. Armstrong for 3.
We've always talked about the Achilles heel of the Lakers is their screen roll defense, and you can see the Orlando Magic exploiting it in every way today.
The Magic by 17. Shaq spins by Doliak.
Well, you see the quickness of Shaquille O'Neal right there. Just left Michael Doliak standing. So see if he comes over in the screen roll.
Anderson, off-balance shot against the defensive Rice is no good, and Robert Horry has the rebound. Kobe, Patterson, take it Rice with the miss. Rice has scored only 2 points. Armstrong. Strong hits the reverse. Armstrong, Strong. They're strong-arming Rambus and the Lakers, up by 17. And the Lakers ask for a 20-second timeout. It'll take more than 20 seconds to unravel what's wrong with this team right now.
Don't you? And I was very outspoken. I felt like the Lakers should not do the trade. I thought that team that they had could win it.
On the inbound, Shaq fouls Strong.
And I think right now you're seeing a totally disjointed team. You know, Dennis Rodman can say whatever he wants to say, but leaving this team was a major blow to this team, especially right after they had signed Glenn Rice. Those guys have played 8 minutes together going into today. And this right now is a totally dispirited Laker team. Somebody's got to pull them together.
18. And Steven Seagal's not coming to the rescue. Neither is Shaq on this possession. Armstrong finds Hardaway.
It's a layup drill, Bob. I mean, it's like, let me get out on the floor. Maybe I can get a layup or a dunk. Lakers putting up no contesting at all right now. Ball out to Darrell Armstrong, who looks ahead, and Penny Hardaway again with the powerful finish. And right now, Orlando is running the Lakers out of the arena, and Doliak is very happy with his play. You see him raise his hands. Say, yep, that was good, Penny.
Bryant into the lane, lays it off for Shaq, and it squirts out of his hands. Now Horry can't control it, and back comes Orlando, leading by 22. Armstrong just bats it to Hardaway. Strong for the jumper. A 24-point.
How about the ball movement? How about the ball movement? I think 4 guys touched it on that possession. A little open jump shot. Lakers trying to do it alone. The Magic are doing it as a team, and they're up 24 points. Make it 22 now with the jumper.
Harper's basket ends a 9-0 Orlando run.
See, with the stats again, he's going to play that position more than point guard.
Doliak from Armstrong. Game, the Magic are plus 23 overall on the Lakers with him in the lineup. Now Hardaway knocks it away, but Harper regains it, and Horry's all alone underneath. Michael Doliak has 16 points in this first half. He's already tied his season high, and this is rookie year.
Hard out right now because this is not the way he played the game. It's not the way he coaches it.
Horry missed the layup. Shaq up in a crowd, and he was fouled. And as Shaq goes to the line, we go to Ahmad Rashad.
All right, Bob, you had mentioned something earlier that the Magic they're celebrating their 10th anniversary this season, and they honor the alumni as they pass back through the city. Now, there have been some things written in the paper about Shaq saying that he didn't want the award, he didn't want the plaque, but as it turned out, they make this presentation before the game. So it was a situation where if Shaq would have went out to get the plaque, it was a chance for him to be booed. And I think it was a class situation. Shaq said he would accept the award. I think it was a class situation by the organization of the Orlando Magic that said that they would give him the plaque, but they'd give it to him after the game back in the locker room.
Oregon ducks Ahmad Rashad. Blurry chases down the miss. Shaq is now 0 for 5 at the free throw line. He scored 16 points, and he's got 7 rebounds, but 0 for 5 at the line. Out of the corner, Harper. The three-pointer makes it 63-42.
You think Chuck Daly would take a 16 Doliak, 16 Shaq washout in the first half? I don't think he counted on that, Bob.
And that doesn't even count what Ike Austin produced. Here's Bryant with the steal. Anderson racing back with him. Kobe lays it off for Shaq. Now gets it back, and a whistle underneath. Stopping the clock with 9 seconds to play.
Up a East Coast road trip, and the Heat will be coming off the heels of an ejection by Alonzo Mourning last night in the game against Indiana that the Pacers won at Miami.
3 seconds to shoot. Strong from the head of the key. It rims out, but that's about the only thing that's gone wrong for the Magic in the first 24 minutes. They lead by 20. And Darrell Armstrong is among those chiefly responsible, putting in a serious bid to be named the NBA's 6th Man of the Year. In any NBA game, but especially one involving the generally low-scoring Magic, 63 is a startling total these days for a single half.
Pride and energy and some competitiveness from your team, and you'll see real quickly in the first 6 or 7 minutes whether they have it or not.
Nick Anderson on the move, connecting. He did not have a big first half, but they didn't need their top scorer as they sprinted out to a 20-point lead.
Well, he's now 2 for 10 in the game.
Anderson is on Bryant. Jumper over him is good.
You know, with big leads, as a coach, you always get nervous because teams have a tendency to, back off a little bit. They get a little bit content. Get a triple-double against us with like 6 seconds to go in the game, and they're beating us by 20. Now, Donald Royal got a triple-double against us. So, actually, it was Anthony Bowie, I think, is who it was. So,
Way and Shaq were supposed to be the next Magic and Kareem. Marbury and Garnett in Minnesota were supposed to be the next Stockton and Malone. And the way things are in pro sports these days, you can't look much past today.
Bob, that is just such a great point. You see Kobe pull up and hit the shot, and you start thinking about what might be. And things are so fragile today, you got to take care of what is.
Meanwhile, the Doliak basket a moment ago gave him 18 points. He has equaled Shaq, and now he has exceeded him as he swishes that one.
See, now they're trying to defend it differently. They're trying to trap the pick and roll and rotate over with Travis Knight.
A team that had won 10 in a row, now in danger of losing for the 4th time in 5 games on this trip. Glenn Rice with a hand in his face, doing what he's done best throughout his career.
Now, I know Chuck Daly well enough to know that he's not going to let the Lakers get on any kind of run.
Hardaway told me yesterday his relationship with Shaq is civil but distant. A year ago at the All-Star game in New York, they found themselves on the same elevator. Grant from Hardaway. And Penny tried to greet Shaq, who blew him off, completely ignored him. Bryant at the other end hits the pull-up 3.
Well, you know what? What happened, Bob? A business decision and moved on.
Bryant got a hand on it. Grant came up with it, but eventually the Magic loses it. And here's Kobe on the move. Foul line jumper. And the Magic might be thinking timeout. They are. The biggest lead was 24. The halftime lead was 20. Now it's down to 14.
4 of 4 from the field, and he's doing it in early offense. He comes up and he raises up and hits the 3, and then off the turnover, you're going to see sort of a half-court effort there by Penny. Chuck Daly did not like that as he saw the wide open jump shot by, once again, Kobe Bryant. So he's got them back in this game. It's a 14-point game. And
for Hardaway. Ori comes over on a switch. Harpring. The rookie misses, and O'Neal is there boxing out Grant. Lakers trying to make a move here in the third. And Bryant has been hot since the break. The lead is down to 12. Nick Anderson at the other end.
Now they've come in with Robert Horry, as we see once again. Kobe Bryant, that little medium-range jump shot. Now he's 5 for 5 in this quarter with 11 points. But Kurt Rambis says if we're going to get back in it, we're going to do it with our defense. So he's coming in with Ruben Patterson and taking Glenn Rice out of the game.
They can cut it to 10 with a basket here. Shaq calling for the ball. Instead, it's Kobe. 10-point game.
See what's happened? Other people have gotten involved right now. It hasn't been, let's just run down the floor and drop it into Shaq. Everybody's involved right now. This is when the Lakers really are at their best. We're going to get big Penny off at the screen, and you're going to step Doliak back for a jump shot.
Exactly. And he misses it long. Bryant takes the rebound. They can cut it to single digits if they score here. Harper. They're within 7.
How quickly the leads go in the NBA. Teams start getting a feeling. They start doing it with their defense. You miss a few shots. Your shots start to go. And pretty soon what is a blowout now is Orlando's into a tight game. And Bob, you said it best. It's happened against Miami now a couple of weeks ago. And they didn't even have Tim Hardaway.
Rambis popped off the bench. He was slapping hands with everybody as his team suddenly energized has sliced what was once a 24-point lead to 7. He's slipping, regaining his footing. Doliak, who's been hot. 6 on the shot clock. Doliak in the lane. Has to arc it high as Shaq came out to bother him. And Penny comes away with the loose ball. Armstrong wants a 3 and has it.
I don't know whether that ball hit the rim or not. I think it did, but the shot clock went off. They did not reset the clock. If I'm Kurt Rambis, I'm questioning that right there. I think the ball did hit it, but they did not reset the shot clock, Bob.
Back to a 10-point lead. Harper cuts it to 7 again.
Shooting always cures a lot of ills, doesn't it? When that ball goes in the basket, it energizes you.
Steal of an inbound and a layup at the buzzer. Orlando beat Philadelphia 74-73. Doliak again off the baseline. Doliak now with 24 points.
That's going to be so vital. If they're going to be able to win this game today, that shot will be there, and right now he's banging it in every time.
Horry in the lane. Harper, another 3. Good again. Oh, man, is he on fire. Talk about feeling it. Look at the expression on his face.
And look at the bounce in his step now defensively.
Slings it to Doliak. Driving on Shaq, who knocked it away, but into the hands of Grant. 5 seconds to shoot. Anderson off balance. Missed it badly. They've got a 2-on-1. Bryant's back. It's a 4-point game. The Lakers have now made 8 consecutive field goal attempts. And it will be called on Horry of the Lakers. Forget about being embarrassed. The Lakers are now thinking about winning the game after being down by 24.
Well, we said it would happen early in the quarter, and it has. Harper's on fire with the 3. Kobe Bryant has been on fire. And then once again, the fast break. The Lakers now, with their defense, are getting some easy scores. Shaq with a great outlet pass ahead to Kobe Bryant.
Kobe 7 for 7 in the quarter. Harper 3 consecutive 3-point bombs. Rambis team suddenly alive. Harper, who's been red hot. Kobe, who's been hotter still. 3 seconds to shoot. Rice has to. And the rebound is taken by Horace Grant. Here's Hardaway off the wing to the hoop.
What you got to do, keep the attack on. And again, they did it with very good defense that last time down the floor. What Chuck Daly talked about, good rotations, contested shot, layup on the other end.
Doliak having the best game of his rookie season, but missed that one. Kobe to right, lost it, and Hartman picked it up.
Kobe's got to be careful not to drive it too much. Last two possessions, too big a hurry.
Great feed from Hardaway to Sprung.
See, when you dig yourself a hole, when you make a couple turnovers, that lead goes back to 8 or 10 real quickly. It's tough to play uphill, and that's what the Lakers are doing. They got to keep patient, take your time.
Hardaway has scored 14, but more importantly, he has 11 assists. Horry's 3 is off, and Hardaway lets it go out of bounds. To 10 with a basket here. Armstrong all the way across court to Penny. 2 seconds. Fade away. At the buzzer, the lead is back to double figures. Still, it was the Lakers' quarter. They cut a 20-point halftime deficit in half with 12 minutes left in regulation.
See, Penny off the ball, Bob. When you put Armstrong in, you free him up to be a scorer, and that's what he's done at the end of this quarter. Armstrong pushed. You see Penny fill in the lane. He finishes there with a nice layup, and then at the buzzer, follows it up with a great jump shot, fading away to give them a 10-point lead once again.
And we'll be back after these words from your local station. Opportunities he gets. Took a bad shot the last time. As Ahmad explained, he scored just 2 points in the game. Fourth quarter begins. Derek Fisher in at the point. Gives it to Shaq, who immediately scores. Meanwhile, Harpering and Rodman were going at it. And Bruce Alexander, one of the officials, caught Rodman.
Remember, they went at it early in the first half. We saw him get locked up off the ball. Rodman, you see Harpering, he's going to fight him down to the finish. Rodman there throws the elbow.
And Rodman gets the technical. Darrell Armstrong will shoot it. The call was made by official Bruce Alexander, who, among other things, on his resume, was once Ahmad Rashad's high school basketball coach. And football coach, basketball and football. Really a smart move by Mr. Alexander. Hardaway tosses it out to Ike Austin, and Ike Austin drills the jumper.
The Lakers must defend the screen roll, and you see it right now. They're getting back into the game. That time Austin rolls out. We've seen Doliak all day. That play has killed them. Shaq has got to do better.
11-point lead for Orlando. Shaq, double team, muscles up, and scores.
Hard and not let him go anywhere with the basketball.
Van spins for Rodman to shoot it. He thinks better of it. Shaq with the hook, and he gets the roll. And Rodman just undercut Harpering, and Harpering is glaring at him and nodding his head. He may be a rookie, but he is not intimidated.
Not at all.
Hardaway guarded by Bryant. Penny spins to the baseline. Nice move, a nearly impossible shot. It doesn't go, but the tip does for Derek Strong, who's made a contribution.
He's made a big contribution. 13 points in the first half, and a timely tip in there.
Right from Fisher.
See, the difference in Fisher and Harper is Harper will shoot that 3, so in rotation, you've got to get to him. With Fisher, you've got to close down on him slower, make him shoot the jump shot.
Nothing today. Only his second board of the afternoon. Kobe hits a pull-up 3, and what do you know? This is a 4-point game. After a slow start, Kobe has 23.
You think confidence is not amazing in this game? He came out, hit his first couple shots in the third quarter, and has been rolling since.
Derek Strong. The rebound to Rodman after Rice tipped it. Fisher with the lob to Kobe. Orlando, which led by 24 late in the second, by 20 at the half, now is up by a basket. Timeout Magic. 8:48 to play in the fourth.
It's been the Kobe Bryant highlight show. We've seen it everything from him. Comes down the floor, takes his time, the defense backs away. He said, "You're going to give me the 3, I'll take it." And then the next one is highlight reel material. goes right to the basket. You see Derek Fisher with the eye contact, throw it anywhere in the vicinity, and you see the athletic ability of Kobe Bryant with a strong finish.
Which Laker team do you get? The one that won 10 in a row or the one that lost 3 of 4? The one from the first half of this game or the one from the second? Backing in on Kobe. Fisher comes over, swiping at it. He gets rid of it to Austin, who hits from the top of the key.
If the big guys make shots the rest of the way for Orlando, I think they'll be able to win the basketball game.
A combined 32 points, 24 for Doliak, 8 for Austin. O'Neal hits. As he goes down along with Derek Strong. Now, in the second half, the Lakers have made 19 of 24 field goal attempts. Kobe is 9 for 10. Look at that, 79% in the half to this point.
That will get you back in the game real quickly.
I'll say. Henny, up and under.
See, they're afraid to help now because the big guys are making shots. That time, Penny took advantage, got all the way to the basket for the layup.
Hardaway with 18 points and a dozen assists. Kobe. Quick turnaround. He continues to sizzle, 10 of 11 in this half.
Oh, he's oozing talent right now in this second half. We've seen the alley-oops, the three-pointers, the shake and bakes on the drive, on the fast break.
Five on the shot clock. Kobe feeling it. Tie game. Has come all the way back from 24 down at one point and 20 down at the half. There's a Laker foul, but here's how they've come back.
Well, Rodman is the playmaker. He finds Shaq. And Kobe Bryant, once again, you see him in the low post. He's going to take his time, shoots the ball up over Derek Strong. And in moments ago, with the shot clock winding down, when you're feeling it, you take your time, you square up your defensive man, you step him back, you shoot the jump shot and say, you know what, we're back, it's tied.
Grant back in, Lakers down 1, Shaq, and knocked away by Armstrong. Like a gnat on an elephant. 6-1 against 7-1, he reached in and knocked it away.
Big possession here, Bob, for the Magic. The Lakers could have taken the lead. They cannot allow them to get in the lead if they want to win this game.
Armstrong collides with Fisher. Offensive foul.
Fisher sort of giving Darrell Armstrong a little here of his own medicine, moving his feet nicely, lowering his shoulder, getting the charge, getting his team the opportunity to once again take the lead.
The clock ticks down inside 6 minutes. Fisher out, Harper in. Kobe. Harper trying to deal with him. But nobody can. The basket plus the foul. I don't know anybody who could lock him up in this second half the way he has felt it.
Well, these guys are so good. Once you get it going like this, nobody can stop you. This is vintage, like Michael Jordan right here. Once he gets it cooking, it's like the old Western gun shooter, right? See my gun a little hot, a little smoke in there. I got to blow my fingers off there. On the weak side, be aware of him.
Rodman with the screen, and Bryant with a hand in his face finally misses as his jumper comes up short. Armstrong pushes it back. Here's Penny, shaking on Kobe. Oh, what a hoop!
We're seeing great basketball here now. We're seeing all-star players make huge plays.
96, Hardaway with 20. Shaq double. Looking to Wright. Armstrong knocked it away. Wright chases it to the backcourt. Here's Kobe. Harper open for three.
Kobe Bryant now is passing the ball. He draws all kinds of congestion, and he kicks out, and Harper knocks in the three.
There's the Laker bench reacting after Harper's 5th three-pointer of this game. He has 19 points overall. Harper, who spins out of the backcourt. The bounce to Shaq. Austin fouled him, plus the basket. Chance for a three-point play.
so many weapons on this Laker team. This was all set up with foul.
Fifth foul on Austin. Shaq misses the free throw. He has 30 points. Grant into the lane, floater off the glass.
The Laker defense, though, is really taking the rhythm out of the Magic. Remember, Bob, how it was moving the basketball, boom, 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 and getting a shot. Now they're having to put the ball on the floor and create opportunities. Magic need to stop.
Rice, thinking three, has it.
Remember, I told you, don't forget Glenn Rice. That guy is a big game shooter. Harper finding Glenn Rice at the top, the three-pointer, the beautiful release. The Lakers lead by 5 with 2:32 to go.
And you're watching the NBA on NBC. They will be soon enough, and Shaq will find himself at the free throw line, you can bet, before this game is over. Here's Kobe. Up, under, in.
What a show by Kobe Bryant in this second half. He has been spectacular. Ball, rather than go into, it's going to be a foul shooting contest.
Rodman, another good guy to foul. Rice, that could finish it. This has been hard to believe. Hardaway is fouled.
This is what the Lakers are, though, Bob. This is a team that we talked about, loaded with all-stars. And we said about in the opening, all-stars do not win championships. You must play together as a team. In the second half, they have done that in the game.
Armstrong out to Horace Grant. Too little, too late. I'll tell you what, you could be 82-0 in a full season when you shoot 60%. You go and shoot 60. I think 82-0 would be the outcome.
Absolutely. Well, the Lakers are looking good here with a 7-point lead. And Bob, I just got to take this time right now from all of us who work here today to wish you a happy birthday tomorrow. Hope you have a great birthday with your family and stuff. You're the best in the business. I'm the luckiest man to work with you, buddy.
Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. Kobe Bryant can now pad his total, 34 points, 29 of them in the second half.
And lost in all this, when you look at the points, is that the Lakers really did it with their defense. Their defense created their offense. That's how they won the game.
Of secondary importance, but still worth noting, Shaquille O'Neal now returns to Orlando and is on the winning side against his old team. And there's a lot of animosity here. Bryant with the steal, and Anderson fouled him from behind. He completes it anyway, but the basket isn't going to count. But it means something to Shaq to win here. Now 38, that's a career high. Armstrong, a lean-in three that spins out. Rice has the rebound. Still 12 seconds left. Harper circles back out. The Magic won't bother to foul. Rodman walks over to the Magic bench and shakes hands with Chuck Daly, who wishes him well and who, as we told you during the pregame show, has expressed concern about where all this will lead for Dennis Rodman. This was just seconds ago as the final seconds ticked away. Rodman was perhaps at his best and certainly at his most stable when playing for Daly. Shaquille O'Neal is with Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. Shaquille, how important was this victory for you today coming back? There have been so many words exchanged between you and some of the other Magic players.
Yeah, we was having problems on the road. You know, we lost a tough one to Cleveland, we lost a tough one to Philly. So we just wanted to come here and win. I mean, I wasn't really worried about the Shaq left Orlando, all that hoopla, blase. You know, we just needed a big win. and they came out. You know, they had their way the first half, but it was a gutsy performance by the Lakers squad.
Down 24 points. Did you feel as though you were going to be able to come back, or did this look like it was going to slip away?
My father, Sergeant Philip Harrison, never ever raised a quitter. So even if I'm down 50, as long as I'm on the court, there's still a chance for my team to win.
We're going to go across to Kobe with Ahmad Rashad. Thanks, Shaq.
All right, thanks, Jim. Boy, what a turnaround this game was. First half, you guys looked lethargic, no energy, and then all of a sudden, the second half, what happened in the locker room that changed the way you guys played the second half?
Well, we didn't want to lose 3 in a row. This made a tough road for us, so in the second half, we really wanted to come out and be more aggressive than we were in the first half.
By winning against a team like this, I mean, one of the elite teams in the league, what does that do for your confidence as a team?
Well, it's a big confidence booster because you haven't been playing that well on the road. I think it's going to give us a nice confidence boost, but at the same time, we got a tough game against Dallas Mavericks. That's a game that we can't fall asleep on, but it does do a great job for our confidence.
What about all the attention about Dennis Rodman? Is he here? Is he not there? Is he here? How does that affect the team?
I don't think it really does. I think everybody still remain focused, but on the court, it's a different story because he does provide us with a lot of energy and does a great job on the board, so we did miss him.
Congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful performance today.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back to you, Bob.
Okay, Ahmad, 38 points for Kobe Bryant, 33 of them in the second half, as the Lakers exploded for 72 points after the break. The final from Orlando, 115-104 Lakers. And no matter how you slice it, they're 10-0 with Dennis Rodman in uniform. For Doug Collins, Ahmad Rashad, and Jim Gray, I'm Bob Costas. Golf is coming up shortly, but we'll be going to Hannah Storm in our New York studios after these messages from your local station. Thanks for being with us today from Orlando.